Welcome to KX News on the Go, and happy Friday. I'm Chance Stickland.
And I'm Amber French. A small-town mayor is facing charges. The mayor of Glenburg, Eric Folstad, is facing a misdemeanor charge of domestic violence following an incident at a home earlier this month.
According to court records obtained by us here at KX News, police responded back on Sunday, November 2nd. Folstad was arrested and booked into the Bottineau County Jail, charged with a Class B misdemeanor of domestic violence bodily injury. He has since posted bond and is under a no-contact order with all parties involved, and is also prohibited from consuming alcohol.
His next court hearing is set for December 18th. KX News has reached out to the president of Glenburg City Council, who say he has no comment. However, he says the council will discuss possible next steps regarding Folstad's status, but no format decisions have yet been made at this time.
It's been more than a year since Bell Elementary School closed its doors due to budget cuts, but now the Minot Public Schools Board is taking another major step towards selling the since vacated property. On
Thursday, the school board voted to team up with North Dakota Auction, Inc. for a planned live auction to sell Bell School property. It remains unclear what may become of the property after the sale, but school board leaders believe it will help the city of Minot in continued growth.
One board member said the sale had received more interest from potential auction suitors than he or any of his fellow board members had previously expected.
Our committee ended up doing those interviews when initially we didn't think we were going to have any applicants for services. We ended up with 5. We narrowed those down to 3 and had interviews. So I think our last board meeting, we kind of anticipated we'd just come back with a very vanilla report, but we ended up having multiple meetings and going through interviews that I don't think we anticipated doing. So it took quite a bit of time into that decision.
School board leaders have previously told KX News that there is no definitive timetable for when the live auction will take place, but the board does hope to finalize a sale in the coming months.
Also, right now, one department is renewing a way to give students a hands-on STEM learning experience while promoting access to local foods.
The state's Department of Agriculture is inviting K-12 public schools to apply for a grant that will provide them with hydroponic gardens. So hydroponics is a method of growing plants without soil. Instead, plants are anchored in a container and fed through a nutrient-rich water solution. Because the water delivers the nutrients directly to the roots, hydroponics allows for faster growth, efficient water use, and year-round indoor gardening, perfect for classrooms with limited space or harsh outdoor conditions. Schools selected for the program will receive a complete hydroponic garden system to incorporate into their STEM lessons. Applications must be submitted electronically by Monday, December 8th, with successful schools getting notified by December 15th. The gardens will be delivered in early January 2026. Now, the department anticipates awarding approximately 50 gardens. That's on a first-come, first-served basis until funding runs out.
Schools that received a garden during the 2023 to 2024 school year are not eligible for this year. For the details, go to our website at kxnet.com. Good morning, Andre.
And good morning to you too, Amber and Chance. And it looks like we are starting out our day here in Harvey with partly cloudy conditions and a temperature of 46 degrees. And the winds are out of the south and west at 16 miles per hour. But as we head over into Lake Metagoshi, we're also seeing those partly cloudy skies and a temperature of 41 degrees. And the winds are out of the east at 7 miles per hour. Now, looking ahead throughout the rest of the day today, folks, we're expecting one more warm day in store for us. And we also have some small shower chances around here too, and we will be watching for those colder weather conditions to move into the viewing area this weekend, and especially as we get beyond that. Now, we have our area of high pressure situated to our south and east, and that's going to be bringing in that warm southerly flow around here for our Friday. So it's going to be feeling quite warm around here. And then once we get into tonight into our Saturday, we're going to be seeing this cold front push on through, and that is going to allow for us to see those cooler conditions as we head into this weekend. Now, looking at our winds right now, they are out of the south in the east and south and west in some spots, about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So it is a rather breezy start to our day, but nothing too crazy. And our current temperatures right now are mainly in the 30s and 40s and even a few 50s on the board, especially in Beach, where we are seeing 52 degrees this morning. And as far as over the last 24 hours, this is a rather warm start to our day, and we are seeing about 10 to 20 to near 30 degrees warmer in some locations this morning. So it is not a morning that you need a jacket for sure, but you may need one for later on today, because we are expecting some shower chances to move on through the viewing area right now. We're seeing some partly cloudy conditions, and we are seeing a little bit of shower development there and around our eastern Montana counties, but that's just going to continue to seep its way towards the south and kind of weaken a little bit as it continues to do so. Now, looking at our wind gust forecast, we're going to continue to see the wind gusts increasing to around 20 to 35 miles per hour in our western tier counties and a little bit in our northern tier counties as well. And then it kind of dwindles down just a little bit here as we head into the evening. Now, looking at our precision cast, we're going to continue to see those clouds kind of linger around here this morning, and then it'll be on the increase as we head into our lunchtime, with maybe some scattered shower chances there in Williston, and that's going to kind of be on a break side of things once we get to, and once we get into our highs for today, we're going to be seeing temperatures climb up into the 60s and even a 70, I dare to say, in Dickinson, where we could potentially break a record today. So we're going to be watching that very closely. And here, once we get into this evening, we're going to be watching for rain to continue to move on through our viewing area and then kind of linger a little bit into our 9 o'clock hour and subside as we head into our Saturday morning. Now, overnight tonight, temperatures will drop on down into the 30s and 20s, so there's going to be a cooler night in store for us here. And as far as our pattern ahead, we will continue to see this cold front move on out, and we will see a northerly flow be acquired around here, and that is going to allow for us to see some cold temperatures as we head into this weekend and into early next week, where we are expecting those temperatures to drop on down into the 30s and 40s for our Saturday. And we will see those mainly sunny conditions around here too. And that same thing goes for our Sunday as well. So make sure that you are staying warm this weekend, and especially as we get into early next week here in Williston, where we are expecting some 30s and maybe some small precipitation chances, and the breezy winds will return during this time period. And that same thing goes here in the Dickinson area too. Now, looking here in the Magic City, we will be seeing 60s today, 40s tomorrow, 40s for our Sunday, and once we get into early to mid next week, we will be seeing those 30s return, with breezy winds returning Monday and Tuesday. And that same thing goes here in the capital city too. So enjoy today.
All right, for Amber, for Andre, for our entire production team, everyone here at KX News, I'm Chance Sickle, and I say it every day, but let's make it an extra special great week, and we'll see you next week.